So back again to this tremendous work by Rabbi Yosef Chaim MIMRAN. It's a deeply Kabbalistic work, but written in English and written in a way that all of us can understand. As I said before, I'm a fourth-generation American. English is my native language. It's the language that I know. And this gentleman writes beautiful English. This is part 15. We have to know that one of the main goals, maybe the main goal of all Kabbalah, is the concept of YICHUD. YICHUD is taking things which are opposite of each other, that do not get along, and making them into one. Now there's evil in the world, and it's very difficult to become one with evil without being taken over by it. So therefore we see that inside of even evil is a oneness and a desire to join, to make one. Let's come over here and let's read the Rakanati here, in Parshas Kitetse. He writes, it's unknown, it is known to the masters of Kabbalah that the mind of man is the source of the knowing soul, since it emanates from there, and there is power in it to transcend and to perceive until the place of its creation. When it reaches that place of its connection to the source, then it becomes attached to the higher light from which it emanates, and they become one entity. Now back once again to the concept of uniting our souls, that is our neshamot, with Hashem. The Kabbalist, a name is a specific formula which defines an entity's entire being. A Kabbalist would say that one's true name, their true name, is their DNA, a sequence. So it is with the name of Hashem, which is Yud Kei Vav Kei, and maybe he's going to teach us a little bit of Kabbalah here. Yechudim are really the most powerful things that we could do in this world. This meditation is one of the simplest, yet most profound ways to reinforce one's level of holiness and bonding with the Almighty Hashem. Rabbi Yosef Chaim, the Ben Ish Chai of Baghdad, has written in the Sefer Ben Ish Chai, the drashos over there, Parshas Lech Lecha, the following. He writes this: in accordance with the pasuk, I place Hashem before me always, that the Kabbalists have said that one should knit the letters of one's name within the letters of the name of Hashem. My name is Baruch. So you would say Yud Kei Vav Kei, mix Baruch in with Yud Kei Vav Kei. This will only receive good substance from the letters of Hashem's holy name. So we have that, and he says that he said this in other places. Maybe he's going to do it here, I'm not sure. This is a profound meditative practice that everyone can benefit from. We have already learned the letters of the holy name Havaya, that's Yud Kei Vav Kei in Hebrew, are alive and are themselves the source of life. So earlier that I was looking at a psalm, it was Psalm number 63. 63 is one of the names of God, actually, in a certain manifestation. It's called Sag. Havaya are alive and are themselves the source of life. I have already exposed you to the process of knitting together Hebrew names and words, and the meditation knitting in the mind. The process of doing this actually creates the spiritual reality that we are contemplating. Therefore, by knitting the Hebrew letters that spell one's name with the letters of the Havaya, one is imbued with Havaya and can receive a radiant influx of holiness, enabling one to elevate one's consciousness to sublime heights of revelation. Now, I'm wondering if he's going to tell us how to do this now. Let's say that we took the name Yud, the letter Yud, and we put it right next to the letter Bet of my name, which is Baruch. It's four-letter name. So he said then you could take the hey and you could put it next to the resh, and you could take the vav and you could put it next to the vav. And the last letter hey, you put it next to the chaf. Is that what he's talking about? The procedure and practice is rather simple. As we know, the name is spelled Yud-K, Vav-K. Now I was explaining in Hebrew. And we join together a person's name by intermingling them together. For meditative purposes, the vowels associated with the letters in these united names are what is called the Abolophius system of Kabbalah. Now, people who know Kabbalah all know the Abolophius system. The base vowels, he says in the Bible, said the base vowels, which each letter is pronounced according to its sound of its original consonant and vowel sounds. Now that means like the letter hey, it will be vocalized underneath with 2 dots, which is the tseri, which is the original sound of the hey. Now the Arizal explains that the vowels are the soul of the letters housing them. They're the panemius of the letters. The letters themselves, he's saying in Hebrew, and this is a big piece of Kabbalah, I guess, represents the chitzonius, the outside, and inside of them is the sound. A 4-letter name is knotted by beginning with the Yud of Havaya, following sequentially by the first letter of a person's name, and so on, just like I was trying to do. A name with 3 letters is placed with a 4-letter holy name, and a name with more than 5 letters simply leaves the excess letters on, hanging at the end. Once this has been done, one can use this united name as one's personal meditative focusing device. Now think about this now. He gave you a formula here. All those letters, those 4 first letters that correspond. I said I've done some of these since that, and I lost this place. It's a really important one. And so maybe I didn't do them all right. I sometimes did this for relatives who were sick or I was worried about. He says that you paid all the extra letters. You do the first 4 and all the rest appear at the end. It's an excellent meditation for drawing close to Hashem and feeling the divine presence within one's very being, because that is in fact that Yud-K Vav-K is like an operant inside of your whole self. Who am I? There's an operant in there, which is the name Yud-K Vav-K, and yourself is your name. One can contemplate on one's united name at any time, in any clean place. And that means a place that's not outside of the bathroom and not a place of other things. For any length of time one wishes, you can do this and do it and do it and do it and do it, and it will make it stronger and stronger. This is Baruch Fleischman. We've been reading from this tremendous book. I'm going to show it to you again. Buy the book, please. The Ultimate Connection with God by Rabbi Yosef Chaim MIMRAN. When he says a connection with God, he means we live in a physical world that's constant tale of going around and around and around with problems that never stop until the day that we stop. We go on the ground, this bitter pill. On the other hand, right here in this world is the secret of all life that could be made by uniting ourselves with the name of God. This is Baruch Fleischman. You've been listening to the Tikkun Elevator Kola.